Hey everyone, welcome back to It Is What It Is. I'm Leanna. I've missed you guys. I haven't done a video in a while. I've just been really depressed. Seasonal depression has been real. A lot's been going on, and I have just completely shut myself in the house, and I'm doing what I have to do, and that's about it. The weather's starting to get warmer. It doesn't look like winter is gonna stay around much longer, so that's a good thing. Pull me out of my funk. So, there's not much to update you guys on. Everything's pretty much the same as it was last time I chatted with you. It was just Valentine's Day, which I think is, a stupid holiday. It's a stupid made-up holiday that John and I never ever celebrate. In fact, that's not true. I'm lying. We go to the store the next day and buy half off candy and a half off stuffy, because the half off is key. So, but this year he surprised me, and he made reservations, and he told me the day before, so I had enough time to mentally prepare for it, so I wouldn't be so anxious and I'd actually be able to enjoy myself. And it was awesome. I won't lie to you. It was awesome. Like, we went to my place by the sea, and it is just so good. So good. I don't even know. The service, the environment, the atmosphere, everything. And then it was just great. So that was a good night, and I needed it. But besides checking in and saying hello to all you guys, I felt the need that I needed to do a video and sort of clear things up. I feel like I need to clear things up. I feel like a lot of people understand, no problem, why I've removed my mom from my life. Anyone who knows me knows my mom, they're not surprised. However, it's not quite the same when it comes to my dad. If you know my dad's a good guy. Like, if you met my dad's a great guy. He's quiet, keeps to himself, and you wouldn't think anything. You just wouldn't think anything. But there's a lot that you don't know about my dad. And I just need everyone to understand. I feel like I need to put it out there on my YouTube channel so my family and everybody, including my mom and my dad, will see this and know that I have separate reasons for not talking to my mom and separate reasons for not talking to my dad. Let's get that straight right now, okay? Because that part right now is just, I feel like people don't understand that, and I need that to be understood for everybody here who's watching me. For anybody who's following this journey of healing of mine, you need to know that I'm not talking to my dad because I'm not talking to my mom. And it's just easier that way. Because at one point I was talking to my dad and not talking to my mom. My dad's done some crappy things, but he had a better chance than my mom. So I feel like since my last video I did, where my mom messaged me about my dad being in hospital, and I decided I'm not going to go and not going to respond and all that stuff, like, I feel like some people don't realize why I won't go see my dad, and they think it's just strictly because of my mom. Listen, I can handle my mom. I have no issues with being around my mom. At this point, for a while it was hard, I won't lie, but now I got no issues. I've made peace with my decision, but I've also made peace with the decision to not talk to my dad. So aside from all of the stuff that happened growing up, which is unreal and we'll eventually get to, I mean, my dad abused me. He beat me he just beat the shit out of me when I was a kid. So first off that, but I went through a lot, and for 25 years I've been doing this. And so, at a certain point, I was in a good place with therapy with what had happened when I was young. Sort of let that go. Not really let it go. I'm never letting it go. It's not something I can let go, but I was focusing more on the present. And the present was crap. my mom wasn't doing drugs. She's lying to us. She's stealing pills from my brother who's sick with cancer and dying. And she's off with other men and they're coming after me because she stole drugs. So, my mom makes sense. But here's what you guys don't know. Is that my dad, he ruined it. He just, I don't know. I guess I'm not meant to understand any of it. And it's definitely similar to a lot of the other things he's done. A lot of the other things that don't make sense when it comes to my father. But when my mother was, when she was off doing her own thing, I was still talking to my dad. And I was not talking to my mom as much. And I was, it was just rough. And my brother was sick. I was taking care of him too. Let's not forget that I was taking care of my sick brother as well. But I finally decided to have a conversation with my father about something that, besides all of my therapists, only 2 people as of that point in my family knew about this. So at that point, I had only trusted my mom and my brother. And telling them was pointless. It was absolutely pointless because even though they knew, they didn't know what to do with it. And they continued to act in a way that was inappropriate for the things that I told them. But I decided, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to tell my dad. I just want to see how he reacts to it. So I went ahead and told my father, something that only my brother and my mother had known. And now a lot of my friends know. And now the whole world is going to know. Because here it is. I told my dad that I was molested by my cousin. And it happened a lot. And he called me a liar. Straight, blank to my face, called me a liar. Told me that it wasn't possible, that there's no way that could be true, and that I was making it up. Blah, 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 blah. You know something, Dad? I'm not lying. I'm not making it up. The story I told you is true. It's even worse than what I told you, too. But how am I ever going to trust you since this is not the first time you've told me that I'm a liar about things that were true, or you've just not done what you're supposed to do as a dad? You just don't give a fuck. And I don't either. So this has come up because I saw a family member and I haven't seen him in a while. I was so happy and excited to see him. And then, the first thing they asked about is whether or not I knew if I had talked to my dad or if I knew he was in the hospital. And it's just like, the vibes I got from them made me realize that I needed to talk about this. Like, I need my family to know, all you family out there who know me, hi family, that's it. That's all you're getting. But I'm not lying. And my dad really, really hurt me. He just hurt me, and I had already forgiven him for so much. So between that and then all the stuff that went down with my mom and my brother, and I just had to make the decision after 20 years to stop talking to my parents and to absolutely remove them from my life. And it sucks. I feel like grieving my parents who are alive across town is so much harder than grieving my brother who's passed away. Because they're across town and they just don't care. Or if they care, they don't show it. They haven't done anything. Granted, I'm not letting them in. I've set my boundaries and I'm very firm on them because things have been better without them in my life. Things have been less chaotic, less crazy. I don't know what to do with my mom and her crazy, crazy choices of doing drugs over being a mom. Never mind you, I'm 40 years old. At 40 years old is when I decided to finally remove my mom and my dad from my life. It's been 4 years now. Almost 5. I'll be 45 soon. And it was not easy while I was taking care of my brother. It was not easy. But since my brother's passed away, and it'll be 3 years on March 26th, 3 years he's been gone. I just don't miss my parents. I don't miss the drama. I don't miss living every single day in fear. It's hard enough right now that I'm healing and I'm trying to just live with my traumatic reactions. There was no way in hell I was ever going to heal with them in my life still. And quite honestly, every therapist I'd ever seen, every doctor in the mental institution, every doctor, every program, everywhere I went, everyone told me I needed to remove my parents from my life, and I just couldn't. I felt obligated. I felt stuck. I felt like I was a bad person. This video kind of is like bringing that out, because I don't want my family to think I'm a horrible person because I don't talk to my dad. Quite frankly, my dad deserves it. He doesn't deserve to talk to me. He doesn't deserve me. I have done so much for my parents. So much. And I have just put up with so much shit that I should not have had to put up with as a kid. Shit they're supposed to be taking care of, not me. So, I feel like I just needed to let you guys know, because I definitely talk about my mom a lot because my mom is more dramatic. She has done a lot more things to me in my older years, in my 20s, in my 20 years, than my dad. But my dad he's not innocent in this at all. And he drinks. What can I say? He drinks, she does drugs. I can't do it anymore. And I shouldn't have to. No one should have to. I know that it's hard. There's a lot of people who are in my situation, and 40 years and 20 years, and we're talking 20 years, because, I went to college and then I came home, and I've been taking care of them ever since. I didn't mean for this video to be so long, but here we are. At the end of the day, I had to make decisions for myself and for my life, because it was either me or them. It was either me or them. I was going to end up killing myself. I was not going to end up in good places if I kept them in my life. And it was one of the hardest fucking things I've ever done in my life. But I deserve better. So, it is what it is. And that's why I started this channel. So that I could talk about stuff like this. And here it is. It is what it is. I'm not lying. This is how it goes. This is the story. This is the truth. I don't genuinely care if anyone believes me or not. Here I am. I'm just putting myself out there because there are too many people who go through the things that I go through, and they feel like they're alone, and they feel like they're stuck, and they feel like they don't have any choices. And I just want you guys to know that you do. It's not easy, but you do. You can get out. All those feelings that we feel, we can work through them. We can talk ourselves out of them. They're feelings. So, I'm just going to keep doing me. And I just wanted everyone to know that my mom and dad both deserve to not have me in their life. Not just my mom. I'm not talking to my dad just because I'm not talking to my mom. If he hadn't done what he did, or if he had made any effort whatsoever to try to talk to me, I may have given him a chance. But it's been 4 years, guys. Almost 5. I want to live. I'm so sick of living in fear and survival and questioning everything that I do and whether I'm good enough and whether I'm not. No more. No more. I'm taking back my life, and I'm taking it back right now with this video, because my mom and my dad both don't deserve me in their life, and I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna be great. And even though it hurts, it's not easy for me. It's just how it has to be. So, thank you for listening to me. Thank you, all of my followers. I think I have like 43. I lost a follower somewhere along the way. I had 44, but I lost one. I just want to thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you for watching me and supporting me. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. That would help things out great. Share my video too. Or even tag anybody that you think might relate, might feel better listening to me talk. So with that being said, if you guys did anything today that you didn't think you could do, if you woke up, if you fed the animals, if you put your socks on, you got your shoes on, you got the mail, you did whatever it is, you walked the dog, I'm proud of you. And we got this. We're going to heal together. And we're just going to keep going day by day. And I'm just going to keep trying. And I'm going to keep trying to remember that it is what it is. And it's okay. Because it's better. So, until next time, guys. Peace out.